Chronic 2001, Dr. Dre's sophomore. Are we gonna call this his sophomore effort? Let's cut the shit. That's his third album, right?
Whatever. Right.
It celebrated its 22nd anniversary. And,
Right.
we asked on According to Hip Hop who was the MVP of that album. And one of the comments, I think DeCarlo's in the room right now, he was like, we're going to hate on Eminem. And I want to ask you, who do you think was the MVP of the Chronic 2001?
I mean, Mike, while we were getting set up, I was like looking at all the linear notes behind the scenes of the making of the Chronic 2001, writing credits, production credits, so on and so forth. Mike, I mean, you were right, actually, and people are going to be surprised. It's Eminem, and it's about the song that you brought up, too, because I would say that it's Snoop, except for the fact that, well, Eminem wrote The Watcher, and that would kind of be the tiebreaker in that for me, because if you look at it, they both have like equal amount of writing credits.
Mm-hmm.
But The Watcher is probably, I mean, isn't The Watcher probably Dre's most memorable moment as an MC? Like just solo wise?
Interesting. I've never heard of it described like that, but
Isn't
I
it though?
think it could be.
I mean, like if you're just talking about Dr. Dre on a song by himself, isn't that his most memorable moment as an MC?
I think
Name
it
me
might.
one.
As an
Like
MC, where it's just him by himself, I would say "Let Me Ride." Right. That
I was
was
thinking about Let Me Ride too, but the bars are better.
the
You know what I'm
bars are
saying?
better.
The bars are better. So we're talking about, well, he penned Dr. Dre's best mic performance.
I gotta listen. I gotta admit, man, I think it's Eminem,
It is.
and 2001 is one of my favorite albums from that period specifically.
World's gonna explode when they see this. Look at Mike
No,
growing.
I gotta be honest, man.
Mike,
Like
I want to thank you for your growth and development and your honesty and candor.
Terminator 2 says The Watcher was written by Jay-Z. Nah, I think that Marshall has the credits on there. Jay-Z wrote Still DRE.
Yeah,
Um,
Dre was
I
DRE.
mean, even if you listen to the patterns, that's Marshall. Times is changing. Young
And
niggas is aging, becoming OGs in the game is changing to make way for these new names and faces. Things are
yeah,
happening to rapping. Yeah, I mean, I got to give him credit, man. Eminem did an incredible job
no,
on 2001. I think he's the MVP. In my opinion, his feature on Forgot About Dre,
that's probably the best verse on that album too, for just talking lyrically.
you know what it could be? It could
Yes.
be.
What
I
do you
know
think?
Corrupt has a standout on Explosive, but yeah, if you want to sit here and talk about bar for bar, what do you say to somebody you hate and anyone trying to bring trouble your way? Want to resolve things in the blood of your way? Study the tape of
It's
NWA.
yeah.
And even Dr. Dre's verse, and I think Marshall wrote that one too, where he was like, "Give me one more platinum plaque and fuck rap, you can have it back."
Yeah.
Was all the mad rappers at? It's like a jungle in this habitat. All you savage cats knew that I was strapped with gaps. You would cuddle in a cabbage patch. I got it. Yeah, I think it's Eminem, man, and not to mention his verse on "What's the Difference."
Yeah. I mean, Mike, I mean, if you really look at it, his contributions on that album, because almost everything he's on there is what you would certify as a classic on some sort of level.
Yeah,
That might be his crowning achievement as an MC and as a writer in this game, is his contributions to 2001 as far as to the hip hop community.
I think Nate Dogg is definitely in the conversation too. I see people in here saying Snoop. I think Nate Dogg.
If Snoop, then Nate is how I would go, and then Corrupt after that, and then Hitman, I think would be the order.
Hitman did a lot of work on there. I think
A
like as
lot of
far
work.
as like the body of work on the album, he did a lot of album work on there.
He did the most work, but it wasn't the best work because he just superstars doing superstar shit. You know what I mean?
No, that's real. But I think Nate Dogg's explosive contribution is big.
I mean,
I think Nate Dogg's
that's the most
contribution.
memorable moment of the album, probably. And I
What
think
What about
that
next episode though?
well, those two, well, pick one. I mean, yeah, you're right. The two most memorable moments probably belong to Nate, but it's an album. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's like, because if you really look at it, it's like, well, his contributions outside of that, I think he's only he's on two other records on there. I think he's on 4 songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Terminator 2 says again, no substance, just gibberish rhyming. Eminem has no substance, even as a ghostwriter. Listen, I'm with you normally on that. I think there's substance on The Watcher.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Watcher has substance. That's Dre's best performance. The Watcher has substance.
It's
Huh?
like when you trap young niggas in cages. What was that line? Um, It's dangerous for those that look like strangers. You know what I mean? Like it's some things on there. I got to give Eminem credit on that. I think he might be the MVP of 2001.
No, I think he is the MVP.
And that's saying a lot. But yeah, Snoop is right there too. I think Snoop was definitely necessary for the process. We needed Snoop on Still DRE, and Snoop showed out on next episode.
Yeah. Yeah, those were his highlights. Still DRE next episode.
People say, how about the DLC? We're not talking about the original Chronic.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a whole different conversation. But yeah, do you want to do the on Friday? Do you want to do the Outkast and Tribe versus, or do you want to do the Outkast and Mobb Deep versus?
You want to know what? We've actually done the Outkast Tribe thing once, and I actually got to pick Outkast. And so I'm actually going to let's do the Outkast Mobb Deep, and you take Outkast. Because I'm going to tell you something that I didn't do that I would do this time around. I picked Outkast songs last time. Remember, we kept it to their bodies of work and material. We didn't pick no outside stuff. Remember?
No, I agree. And when you brought that up in the conversation, I was like, ooh, that changes things.
Yeah, that changes things. When you think about Big Boy and Andre both have stellar guest appearances on other stuff. So it's like that's a whole nother animal. And most of them are on hit records. You know what I mean?
You know, I love Mobb Deep, man, but I'm about to smash you on this one, man.
Not like you think, Mike. Not like you think.
Terminator 2 says, so Mike D, you approved the Santa bars and reindeer? No, that shit was terrible. It was the worst moment of Katie.
Mike, Terminator's worse than you, man. Like y'all just gotta, go, man.
He's trying to get me started, man. You know, when I was listening to Katie,
no more rants. No more epic Eminem rants.
That reindeer line is terrible, man.
You just gave him MVP of the Chronic 2001. That is how we need to end this show.
All right, yeah. Eminem's the I can't even get the words out. Eminem is the MVP of Dr. Dre's The Chronic 2001 album, I must admit. Although that was a very long time ago, but it was great work. And it still stands up.
Oh, God. It's just never stopped.
All right, man. We're going to talk Friday, man.
We're not getting invited, Mike. We're not getting invited to the Rock Nation brunch. We're not getting invited to Sherman Oaks to chill, hang out at Aftermath ever. There'll be none of that.
You know what? I do want to go to the Rock Nation brunch, man. Y'all got to invite us. It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Oh, God.
No, but we gonna get invited to the Aftermath stuff too, man. I don't have no problem with Eminem. I think Eminem is a dope MC, man. I just don't think he's a top 10 MC. That's my only problem.
Top 10 MC either. Y'all just be talking about him okay, never mind. We don't have time for it. We don't have time.
The decline is real, and if we didn't acknowledge the decline, we wouldn't be honest. That's it. The Eminem Show is a dope album. It is what it is.
All right, y'all enjoy y'all day. I'm gonna go get this bird out my basement.
Yeah, man, go handle that, man. I didn't know what had happened. I was like, man, Coop dipped out on us.
Something kept fluttering. I don't think you understand. Something kept fluttering, and I was like, I'm like, and then it just flew across. I was like, I'm up in the woods.
Yeah, go handle that, man. Great show, and we'll talk Friday, man. We're gonna do a real dope mock versus.
Yeah, I'm
Outkast and Mobb Deep, right?
Yeah, Outkast Mobb Deep.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right.